Zohran Mamdani, at just 33 years old, has upended the political order in New York City. The son of Ugandan Indian intellectual parents and cinematic royalty and an elected state assemblyman from Queens, Mamdani is now the Democratic nominee for mayor of the largest city in the United States. His politics are not cautious, not centrist, not even traditionally liberal. He is an unabashed democratic socialist, and he just beat Andrew Cuomo. The question now is not whether Mamdani is serious. He is. The question is whether America, or at least New York, is prepared to take him seriously, or whether the centre will once again fracture and hand power to a polarising outsider. He was born in Kampala, raised partly in Cape Town and Manhattan, and his biography defies easy categorization. His academic father, Mahmoud Mamdani, and filmmaker mother, Mira Nai, embedded him early in a world of radical thought and global perspective. He studied Africana studies, made hip-hop under the name Young Cardamom, and worked as a housing councillor before entering politics. His trajectory has been meteoric. Elected to the New York State Assembly in 2020, Mamdani quickly became a leading voice on housing, public transport, and social justice. His politics are firmly anti-capitalist. He once called capitalism a theft. Yet his tone is pragmatic, his manner polished, his suit always tailored. Mamdani's Democratic primary win over Andrew Cuomo was not just an upset, it was an insurrection. He mobilized younger voters, harnessed TikTok and street-level campaigning, and offered a clear, values-first alternative to the centrism of the old guard. His platform, fare-free buses, rent freezes, city-run grocery stores, and a $30 minimum wage, captured the economic anxiety of the city's working class. He received more votes than any primary candidate in New York mayoral history, and that has terrified the establishment. Donald Trump, who, despite having relocated to Florida, retains a deeply emotional connection to his hometown, has reportedly spoken with Andrew Cuomo about a possible independent run, hoping to split the vote and block Mamdani. He's publicly branded Mamdani a communist lunatic and privately mused about arresting him or defunding the city if he wins. This is classic Trump. Identify a bogeyman, demonize with conviction, and then offer himself as the saviour. But in this case, it may be too late. The field is splintered, with Eric Adams also running as an independent, Curtis Sliwa holding the Republican line, and Cuomo refusing to bow out. Predictably, Mamdani's Muslim faith, his heritage, his views on Israel have become flashpoints. Republican representatives have used Islamophobic slurs. Some have questioned his citizenship. And social media has seen a spike in anti-Muslim content. Mamdani's views on Israel, including a pledge to arrest Netanyahu if he enters New York under an ICC warrant, have led to accusations of anti-Semitism. Yet Mamdani has consistently condemned Hamas's actions and focused on international law and human rights. It's not fringe posturing. It's the articulation of a left-wing politics that's not afraid to name American complicity in global suffering. And within the Democratic Party, reactions have been muted, conflicted, or quietly supportive. AOC and Bernie Sanders have endorsed him, but Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries have not. Many moderates are hedging or simply unsure. As Gregory Meeks puts it, I don't know who he is, and that ignorance is telling. Mamdani's rise has exposed fault lines of the modern Democratic Party, between old and young, between globalist centrism and local radicalism, between rhetorical liberalism and lived economic pain. Can he win? Well, possibly. Not just because the vote is split. His campaign is funded by small donors driven by volunteers, built around a clear message: affordability, justice, and inclusion. His social media presence is light years ahead of his rivals, and his brand, youthful, multicultural, anti-corruption, cuts through the cynicism that defines post-pandemic, post-Trump urban politics. But there are risks. His politics and his policies are expensive. While his tax plans may excite populists, they could prompt capital flight. Critics point to the 1970s-style civic dysfunction, warning of fiscal collapse and economic decline. Others fear he will alienate key allies with inflexible ideology, or that his win will be used by Republicans nationwide as proof of democratic extremism. Yet Mamdani offers an alternative to both Trumpian authoritarianism and neoliberal stagnation. He is not offering utopia, he is offering a rebuke to corruption, to inequality, to the idea that nothing better is possible. And that message resonates not only in Queens, but in a country exhausted by compromise. If Mamdani wins, he will be the most left-wing mayor in modern American history and the first Muslim mayor of New York. His victory could signal the collapse of the Clintonite center and the rise of a new, unapologetically radical municipal politics. If he loses, his campaign will still be remembered as a defining moment when a new generation tried to seize the future. One thing is certain: Zohran Mamdani will not go quietly, and neither will the America he represents.